It's best of 3. So yeah. So they are now 1 game away. Only Chill is 1 game away now from taking it from here. I'm assuming again we're going to be on NA because of John being second pick, and Bazaar is the map we are going to be starting with here. Just a note: there is 1 mouse and keyboard player in this entire game.
Wow.
Everyone else is controller. The only person that is mouse and keyboard, I believe, is closed.
Okay.
Everyone else is controller. So think of that as you will. From how they pick and why some of these hit scans are so high in value for what they're trying to get rid of.
Yeah, it seems. Yeah, the Talus and Elixir. I think we were saying their weakness last game was their inability to take high ground, but on a map like Bazaar, where it's very flat and there's lots of these really just strong lanes that you can take fights in, I think they're going to be very highly prioritized this game. Mm-hmm. We see 7 being banned again. They're not willing to take on the B. It's too much for them.
I don't blame them.
No, Corvus banned as well. Corvus obviously being so strong with these controller picks. Koa banned as well, interestingly. I wonder why. That's curious to me. I haven't seen any
love Koa on this map. No, I didn't love Koa on this map. I think half shell has value, but I just feel like you're out of your effective
Maybe
range.
This is why they're going for the dive tanks, the Raum and the Ruckus there. Okay. Potentially they're thinking of Koa as a way for them to deny that and picking it up, but only to take it to Talos, which we've seen the value from last game, and take up Azan as well. So yeah, the dive tanks being highly prioritized. Lilith as well coming out now. Intriguing.
Yeah, honestly, they might have wanted to ban Rover and Lilith if they're looking to dive, right? Because these both feel like supports that just live for an inordinately long time. With Lex now picked up by John, though, they get rid of what Yoko was playing last game, which was lethal and very hard for him to deal with.
So many picks he got off the back of these, just crazy sort of mid-range, just 3 headshots and the enemy's low, and but then they've taken it back for themselves now, and it's going to be interesting. They're having the Raum and the Ruckus though. But trying to dive a Lilith is going to be hard. You're going to really need some a mobile DPS to follow up as well, I think, because the two of them, they have a lot of beef and damage, but Lilith has a lot of beef as well. Caspian taking up for Only Chill now. I think Caspian's a great pick here. I think, I've only played a few games against him, but I think his ability to shred these tanks and shut down dives is going to be incredibly impactful. Barak as well, who's just going to be hunkering down the point. I think Barak's an excellent pick for Angel. I think they could have opted for something like the Nando, but I think Barak is going to be free-ish on the point. Just him going tinkering or something and be able to just put people is so valuable here. And he's got lots of cover as well, so you can play around, and it's just so annoying the enemy to deal with. So even if they're trying to coordinate a dive, they've just got a Barak sort of chipping them away. It's a right nightmare. Sati as well, interestingly coming out. So she has a pretty decent matchups here, but again, I don't really know how well it synergizes with the rest of the team.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was asking about Sati in one of the breaks earlier just because I hadn't really seen her get played, and they said, oh yeah, she holds space really well, but she doesn't really push or find kills the way that she does damage, and I'm like, and now looking at her in this comp, when I'm thinking in that way, I'm like, man, that just doesn't fit. That's not if they're all going in, she's like, all right guys, I got it back here. it's not going to work probably the way that they,
she can maybe send in an ult, send in a few 777 damage more projectiles.
She can help from the back. I will quickly tell everyone though, this game we are going to have to start after the first mid-fight, or at least in the middle of the first mid-fight, just because of how the spectating was started. So I believe we are ready to go. I'm waiting to hear from the Secret Service if we are ready to go. So yeah, we'll head right in. We're going to be again a little bit into the first fight of the game, but we will be able to take it right from there with early Sati finding a pick onto the Azan. If I had to guess, it looks like Caspian seemed to do a lot in this fight, but Talus and only Chill really keeping this point under control, immediately starting up 1-0.
Okay, yeah, no, Only Chill's draft 2 is just it seems so well fitted to the map, and it just is. There's an idea there, there's synergy, there's answers to what John have. I think the Sati was the sort of last pick to sort of try and counter out the Caspian a bit, but it just really means the draft doesn't make much sense now. Raum just having a completely horrible time against Caspian. I think, Caspian's completely won in the draft here. Again, those dive tanks, which would normally be so strong when you can run on to soak up these damages, have just been completely messed up by Caspian. Oh, Tarek does find 2 as well. Yeah, it's just, there's so much more synergy here from Only Chill.
Yeah, it just seems like they really cannot stop this Caspian unless they, I guess, hard focus him early, but his mobility will make it really difficult for them to actually follow up on. Why not just 5-stack on cart with your Talus going in for free dives? They can't stop him. There's no CC other than Furia Beam, and if you're hitting Furia Beam on a Talus, that's his fault, to be honest. But if Furia could open the door for them, we're only 1 down.
He can't move. He's just getting absolutely destroyed. Ruckus does find an ult in the back, though. It does manage to close out a kill on the Barak, but traded out by Caspian as well. He's just looking so dominant into these tanks. What does Ruckus do with it about that? Didn't understand onto the Sati. Oh, he's looking so dominant here. Like, these tanks, Ruckus Rom should be so strong, but Caspian just makes them, melting them like butter. It's mental.
And I mean, the CC on them as well. At least this game ends quickly. The fact that he has that stun on demand, he can really slow down their game plan and obviously stop Rom from being able to run and use the majority of his builds and the majority of his way to burst in. Caspian also already has his ult again. That's a lot of damage potential he could use, but Sadi's ult trying to find something and just getting a little bit of damage, but not finishing anything off.
Very alone. Sati, one of the few times she actually could have got some value, but doesn't end up finding the kill onto the Tarek. Dome Shield comes out. Tarek's still alive. Tarek does find the Ruckus though. Talus coming back from spawn onto the Raum. What an aggressive play. Is he giving it through the gate? He might have done, but Raum falls in the process. And now it's just the Lex and the Fury alive. Gonna be a push from Blue. Wow. I mean, I think Bazaar is definitely one of the hardest maps to convert on. But yeah, Blue just making it look like nothing. I think their draft is just so much stronger. They have such great answers into John's draft that I can't see. I don't see what John do here. There's no real good targets for them to attack without just being completely shredded by Caspian.
BA is running Heroism.
Wow.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. It's usually Discovery, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
He is notorious for Discovery, I believe.
What is the Heroism? Is it like, does B trying to like CC the Caspian queue or something?
Potentially. I know it's a comfort pick for B. I know he loves playing the CC immunity, but he's not. Yeah, I don't know who he's trying to target though. Maybe it's for these fights into Caspian, but again, like Caspian can just run away. I mean, Lex is a fast fella, but Caspian, he's on another level. So no, interesting. It seems like they've been trying to answer this Caspian, but it just doesn't seem possible. He just gets too much value by being into these tanks. And there we go, another pick onto the Sati. It's so dominant.
Sati just gets waltzed over there.
Even the Fury roll. Look at this. That's a Ruckus with a Fury roll, and he's not okay. I mean, he does end up finding the kill on Caspian, but still, he just seems. He seems so powerful.
It was a Fury boosted Ruckus, and he traded for one squishy flank. Like what? In no universe are you like I got mine. Like you can't say that at the end of that fight. And this Talus god went so deep and got Furia. How does John even touch again?
That's crazy. Yeah. I mean, we're talking about the Caspian as well, but Talus as well does the similar thing, just being able to shred these tanks that are normally so strong. And now we see the overpower coming out onto the Lex, does find the kill. It's not called overpower, is it? Though, something like that. Let Talus, just making so much happen here. His ability to just set up a TP on a higher ground and drop down, he's having such a free reign of the map here. Caspian as well, they're just running around. They're making it look so easy.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this Caspian looks completely uncontested. I haven't really had a chance to see. I mean, I've seen games where he does well, but I don't know enough about Caspian from I haven't really played him or against him too much. And this is a game where I'm really seeing the potential of what he's able to get away with. I know that the game is paused. I would like to see his loadout.
No comment. It was good fun though. But yeah, brilliant. Here we go. Yeah. Again, I don't know what John can do here. I think they're gonna have to coordinate some sort of crazy dive onto the Lilith or something, but Caspian's just gonna kill them before then. I don't know what they can do. Ruckus looking for a flank here, but who do you kill?
I mean, apparently, let's see. Who does he choose? Talus. He didn't even have a rune up.
What it be? That is wild.
Oh my god.
I mean, the perfect target, but you still can't kill him, even with a Hexafire. Crazy.
He didn't even have a rune up, dude, and he melted instantly. Where was the pressure up front, even? Like, he needed something to help him. He had no pressure up front. As B, going for a pretty solid flank here, could break the dome shield.
Yeah, Lex does finish that off, but yeah. Blue just only shield continues to rolling it in. They find the Raum on point, he's falling very low. I mean, you're not being able to contest this now, really. I mean, you've got the Ruckus just about sitting on there, but he falls as well. I don't know who's contesting now for right, but B does find Cosmic. And the Furia, Lilith does manage to finish him off, and Talus, finishes the Furia. Wow.
That was actually big value from Heroism for that one moment. That was like the frame where I saw Heroism value, because he lives through the Caspian damage, gets the kill right after, and then it's like, alright, that's it. My talent pick was value. That's it. That's the value. Disregard the fact that I could have had 30% damage for the rest of the game on these tanks and these targets. Nope. I think that was worth it. I won one duel.